Here we have the 2017 Mustang, ready to go. Manual transmission, 5.0. Beautiful car. Mr. Whip's gonna pull it on out for us.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm the Whip over here at Tate Branch. I wanted to go over real quick with you guys how the manual transmission in this 2017 Ford Mustang GT 5.0 works. Yeah, it's pretty similar to the manual transmission and anything else. So I'm going to have my buddy Robert here have a seat. We're going to take a look at this real fast. Alright, so for those of you who don't know how a manual transmission works, and when I say that, I mean a real manual transmission. You do have the option in a lot of these other vehicles. You have the paddle shifters up here on the steering wheel. And you can pop from drive over to standard or manual, and then you just tip it up or down, or the paddle shifters. Okay, this is how a real manual transmission works. You have three pedals down here. A lot of you already know that. You have your gas, you have your brake, and you have your clutch. Now the clutch disengages the transmission. That's how you're able to shift gears. That's why for a lot of manual driver enthusiasts, it's so much fun, because you have complete control over the vehicle. As well as if you have some kind of starter issue, usually in older manual vehicles, you can bypass that starter by getting a little momentum, popping the clutch, and getting it to turn over. Alright, so, Robert, did my space run out?
No.
Okay. And yes, we just recorded that. If my buddy Robert here can close that door real fast. Alright, so right now we're stationary because I've got my foot on the brake as well as the clutch disengaged. Alright, and we're in neutral. So if you can pan on down here, when your stick shift right here is pretty much in the center of all your gears, that is a neutral position. Okay? Now depending on the make, the model, and how the manual transmission works in the vehicle, this one specifically, you got to push or pull up on this little switch down here on the underside of the ball. Pull it all the way over. That's how you get access to it. And push it up into the rear position. You can see your backup camera coming up. That's how you get into reverse. Every manual vehicle is a little bit different with that. So you just got to figure out what you got to do. Some of them you got to push down. Some of them you have a thing to pull up. You got to just get it figured out. All right. So that's in reverse. And we're going to release that and bring it back over. Now we're back in neutral. So without pulling that up and the clutch engaged, we're going to push it over and push up to put it into first gear. And you slowly release the brake and the clutch. No. Always take the parking brake off too. Otherwise you're just going to grind yourself out. You can hear the motor start revving up. And just in first gear you got a lot of power, because in something like this Mustang 5.0, you got a V8 engine underneath the hood. So you disengage or push the clutch in, push the brake, and come to a slow. And then you push down, bring it back over, and it'll reset back in neutral position. Pull that lever up to engage into reverse. And same thing, slowly release on the brake, bring the clutch up. And then obviously when you're going down the highway, you're going to give it some gas.